At the back of the chicken pen, we've got 3 barrels. These all came from our good friends at Taylor Family Farms, Tennessee. I'll have to share a link. They're in Etheridge, Tennessee, and they make organic feed for broiler starter feed, which is your young chicks, also for your meat birds. That's what this barrel is. This barrel is our layer feed, and so that is strictly for the girls that produce the eggs and for our rooster. This one is an extra barrel that we actually bought. In this one we keep oatmeal. We love to give the chicks oatmeal as a treat. Sometimes we'll mix in mealworms with it, and it's a good way of keeping them occupied while we get into the hen house and get eggs. We did set up a couple of barrels for rain collection, and we currently have it on the outside barrel that has a spigot for us to fill buckets, but we can simply move this and set it up here to fill this one. The great thing about this, you collect rainwater. I put rain gutters across the back. This is actually a solar panel that works the solar door. Got an owl up here that's supposed to help keep hawks away, but we have had 2 hawks. But this other rain barrel, we keep it filled up, and I have plumbed it coming straight out. We keep it open. It feeds directly along the inside, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But they're watering cups, and so the chickens can just come up and get water. When they get low, it automatically refills itself. So it's a great way to keep them hydrated when we're not around. We may be off in the camper, but we have a solar door that will let them in and let them out. We've got the automatic watering system. We've also got a couple of buckets that we keep around. I'll show you that in just a moment. And then we also have feeders that my wife came up with the idea, or found the idea, and we built. So I'll show you that in just a second. We started with just this outside chicken run that Susan and I built. It does have a top on it, so it is all completely fenced in with hardware cloth, 1/4-inch hardware cloth. The actual coop, well, it was a rabbit hut when we bought the place, and so we have converted it to a chicken coop. Everything that we did, we did ourselves, and I'll take you in to have a look. We've got 16 layers and 1 rooster, so let's go in and give them some treats. I'm going to give them some treats. They're all gathered around because I've got the bucket out. We've got oatmeal and mealworms in it, and they are all waiting. There's Rudy. He's our rooster, and let's just give them some treats. That'll keep them occupied for a minute. This has already grown up again. We just had it weed eated, or I just weed eated it. But we have a smaller chicken tractor over here that we use for 3 to 5 birds. It's got a roost in it. We built that out of a old dog kennel that we found, and we can move it in and out of the gate right here. This will open up. But this has grown up. We've got a lot of weeds, and the chickens really dig up all the dirt and kill all the good vegetation. But this is one of our buckets. It has cones that keep it dry during rain. They can stick their head up inside of it. They are, well, let me try and open another one. So this one is actually eating out of it. All right, so you can open up the lid, put your feed down in it. It falls down so that the chickens have access to it. About time to refill. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, so we can actually fill them up, and they have food for a week or two while we're out and about. We got buckets from Harbor Freight. These actually have water in them. We drilled holes and added the little spout here, which all they have to do is they learn that if they hit it with their beak right there, that water will flow out. And so I'm getting water all over my finger. They come and drink from that. This side we used to try to fence off and plant grass. Unfortunately, this summer we let it go. We've not weed-eated it. I'm gonna have to cut it all down, but we left it this summer just so that they had a place for shade, because there's not a lot of shade. This was an old pole barn originally set up, and we have a back gate to get in or get around back to get our feed. Also check on water, and if we need to fill up buckets, we can do that. There's Rudy. Good looking rooster there, buddy. And we've got plenty of feed and water. This was the original section that we built. I am 6'2", and I can actually stand upright in this, and that was my goal. Here are the girls at the water line, and so as they drink the water, that's a little dirty, but as they drink the water, it empties and then it refills based on the cup coming up. So we don't have to worry about it. We've got a xylophone that they play with every now and then, but we've got the watering cups that goes out to the barrel around back. We'll go inside and take a look. Maybe a little dark. We originally built this roost for them, and we used actual wood and rods, but that was when we only had 4. So I had to come back and add in this other roost that goes around. So it goes all the way around 4 corners, or 2 walls I should say, plus we have this roost, so it's plenty of room for our 16 built nest boxes. I did this in my shop. We've got 1, 2, 3, 6 nest boxes. Actually have some wooden eggs in there. You can use wooden eggs to train them to lay in the boxes, so if you have new ones, they'll know where to go. Made it simple and hinged it so that you can pick this up and be able to collect the eggs without having to reach in. Don't want to reach in and grab a snake. We have the door. This is the back side of the door and the components. We've got a wire running from the solar panel at the back. Let's go back out and I'll show you the door. We've got the door. Bought it on Amazon. You can actually program it for what time you want it to open, what time you want it to close. This panel will actually drop down into that hole and block it off so the chicks are safe at night, and has a rain cover so that when they're coming out, if it's raining, they do have a little bit of protection. Around on this side, Susan got them a picnic table. Sometimes we'll throw some food up there and they'll climb up on it. More water. Some wooden sawhorses that I built that they like to climb up on. This was an old rabbit cage. We use it just for storing grit, and we've got our buckets and rakes and stuff to clean out the coop in here. Another wooden sawhorse that they climb up on. They're all friendly. We've never had an issue with Rudy. Say hi, Rudy. Cock-a-doodle-doo. You're not gonna yell for everybody? You'll strut, but you're not gonna yell or crow. But Susan loves the chickens, loves to watch them. They're an interesting group, but we also do let them out from time to time. Oftentimes, if we are around, we'll let them out in the yard, let them free range. Susan has trained them so that if they want to get out here and roam around and hunt for food and eat grass and bugs like they're supposed to, when it's time for them to come back in, Susan simply pulls our Ranger up and parks it out here. She'll get the treat bucket out and start banging on the bucket, and they all come a-running. She opens up the door and lets them in, closes the door behind them. So we do let them free range from time to time and absolutely love our eggs. That's our chicken coop. That's our layers, and a little shot of our chicken tractor. We'll be adding baby chicks to it soon, and we'll bring you along for the ride on that, as well as we get ready to process. We'll have 40 baby chicks or 40 meat birds, and we'll also have those 3 turkeys. So hopefully we'll see you around soon, and if we don't see you out here on the farm, we'll see you out on the road. We're planning camping trips, about ready to head out there, and we'll definitely link those videos as well. So have a blessed day. I do hope if you found any of this helpful or informative, maybe you learned something, or maybe you know a lot more than we do, and you probably do, go ahead and give us a comment down in the link or down in below, and let us know what we could do to improve. We've only been at it for about 5 years now, and so we're still open to learning. If you found something helpful, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, also share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. We sure do appreciate it.